Hey everybody, I'm Sergio,
And I'm Hilario.
and welcome back to Our Opinion. And today we're going to be reviewing John Wick Chapter 2.
Which stars Keanu Reeves, Ruby Rose, Common, Ian McShane, and I believe his name is Riccardo Scamarcio, and the guy that played... Who was he in Matrix?
Oh, and the guy that played, I think it was Morpheus.
Morpheus. Laurence Fishburne.
Yes,
Fishburne.
yes. I guess, I liked the movie.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, one of the biggest issues specifically that I had in the beginning, because there was so much talking, is the fact that the acting isn't that great for there to be that much talking.
Especially by Keanu.
Yeah,
he's always dry and very stiff. But this is a perfect character for him. We don't expect much. This movie's all about the action, and it delivered. Besides that, the story was good too. I thought the story was just
so it was great. What I loved about it is the fact that it just expanded on everything about the mythology in the last movie.
Oh yeah, especially the Continental. I like the fact that they expanded on the Continental, and then not only did they expand on the Continental, they expanded on the world of assassins, which it seems to be just it's more complicated than you would figure.
It's also bigger than you think it is.
Yeah, it's way bigger, and it's a lot more global than we think it is. And the first one, they really just focus in New York.
And they keep it very tight, very small. And it's understandable for the budget that I had in the first movie. But they wanted to go bigger and better for the second
And they did. They really did. They amped up the action. They amped up the freaking gunfights. Everything that the last movie had, they amped it up and expanded upon, which to me was just... It was the perfect sequel. It was literally better than the last one, I thought.
Yeah, and one of the great things about it is that it looks like they're gonna go for a third.
Oh yes, they do. They really do leave it. They don't leave it at a cliffhanger, but they leave it in telling you that they're gonna continue the story, and I'm very excited for. I'm guessing they're gonna call it a chapter 3. So it's
I would like it. They call it chapter 3. One of the standouts for me was definitely the fight between Keanu Reeves and Common. Specifically because I love the way it ended, where they just kind of, without saying too much, they kind of came in at a stalemate for one reason. It's from the last movie. If you're in the Continental, there's no fighting whatsoever.
There's no business. The Continental is pretty much neutral. There's no business allowed. No business of the assassin world that they do outside the world. None of that is allowed inside. So, yeah, it ends. But it doesn't end like that. The second fight was also pretty good.
Yeah, between them, yeah.
Yeah, and what I like about it, it's like they're building a rivalry. Like, I expect Common to be the same. It ends a little weird. The way that fight ends might shock you because spoiler, if you're going to go see the movie. Cut off right now.
Hold on, before we go to spoilers. Whether you should go see the movie, I say yes.
Oh yes, definitely go see the movie. I had a great time. It's a great parkour movie. It's action, but it's well paced, well done, and just really well. But to continue, this is a spoiler. During the fight, Keanu and Common, they're fighting again. They're fighting like in the subway, and towards the end of the fight, Keanu gets the upper hand, stabs Common in the chest, and then sits him down and tells him, "The knife is in your aorta. You pull it out, you bleed out." So Common stays sitting as he walks away, and Common's kind of smiling, like, "You got me this time, but I will get out of this, and we'll do this again." It is.
Since we're in spoiler territory, apparently this is the first time he's given somebody that kind of choice. You come after me, or you die, because he does it to the Laurence Fishburne's character, the guy that plays Morpheus in the Matrix, where he ended up coming up behind him and ended up cutting him right here, and he gave him the choice: you can come after me, or you hold on to right here and don't bleed out. Maybe you survive. So he obviously likes to do this. I don't know why.
I guess it's to like give him a second chance in the hopes that when they do survive, they don't come after him, because Lord Fisher pretty much said, "Yeah, you saved my life," and then he's obviously a better. He's more powerful than he was when he was. I guess he was an assassin before.
Yeah.
Because now he runs like this
a little homeless empire where he has homeless people. He has assassins disguised as homeless people, being the ears of the streets, knowing what's going on.
There's when you go see the movie, you're gonna learn so much about this world. It's amazing the way they're just crafting it, and I'm so excited to see if they do a third one. So excited because I want to see what else can they expand on the mythology of this world.
But Overall, it was a very basic story. You know, the guy, once again, they destroy something precious of him, which to him was his house and the memories he had inside the house. So he goes after the guy. But not only that, he also goes after... The main reason he has to oblige to this is because he has a blood contract. He made a promise with the guy, and now he has to go after... He has to...
Complete the task that they offer. And once they bring up that blood contract, when they tell you, I'm collecting on this, there's no choice but to accept it. You refuse it, they'll kill you.
You kill him, you die.
You die. And if you run away, basically refusing, you also die. Yeah, there's no other way but to do it, and he figured that out right away. He tried to get out of it, something happened, and he's like, I guess I gotta do this. He does it. They try to close all loose ends, so essentially they also try to kill him, and that's when he goes, okay, I did your task, now you're trying to kill me, all bets are off, I'm coming. It's basically the same thing. It's a revenge story, you're right? It's a revenge story, and even though it's the same motivation, they really did it different in a way where this time it wasn't too personal. It wasn't like
in the last one, it's you killed my dog, you took the last thing I had in my life, I'm coming after you. This time it was a different kind of revenge because he's all like, I completed the task. Why are you still?
Yeah, so it was a different, but it was a different, same motivation but different way of doing it. They really did pull it off, I think.
And I really enjoyed it. It was definitely a fun movie. The story was okay, so I was getting a little bored, but each time it kept nonstop action, so it always had me entertained, always wanting to see it a little bit more. Yeah. The main thing that I loved about the movie, though, was the fact that they expanded on everything. Like when he's getting his tuxedo, when he's getting his guns, and when he's getting his... What's the last one he's getting? Oh, the plans, the blueprints, so he's able to plan out his assassination that he has to complete. Because that expanded on the mythology that is the assassination world.
Yeah. When you see this, you're going to wish that you kind of hope that, oh my God, if this was real, I would love to be part of this world. The way they get the guns... The suits, which the suits is similar to almost like what was that movie? So The Kingsman. It's similar to that, but so much cooler. The language they use, like when he's getting guns, and he wants to see knives. He pretty much says, "What about dessert?" And then they bring out knives and they show him knives.
Not only that, because I'm really not into like cooking or anything. But what do they call him?
The sommelier. Pretty much, they call the person that's in charge of the weaponry a sommelier, which is somebody that's very knowledgeable in wine. When you go to a restaurant, you ask for him so he could give you suggestions on what kind of wine to pair with your food. He is that, but with guns. So when he asks for that guy, he goes in and you see a bunch of wine tables, and you turn around and it's just a wall of guns and a guy dressed up in a really nice suit, just elegant, and showing you all these guns and telling you this is the new model, this is this. And then it was just really cool. But yeah, they call him the sommelier because he's pretty much that for the gun world. It's freaking awesome. It was really cool. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed almost every part of this movie. I really have no much negatives.
Besides, for me, was the acting. Yeah, I mean, Common acted better than Keanu Reeves did.
But Keanu
and not only that, the villain came out a little stiff too. The Riccardo, I think.
Yeah, the villain was a little lackluster, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't more about him.
The people that stood out was the Laurence Fishburne's character.
Oh, he was awesome.
He delivered his lines perfectly. Ian McShane, the guy that was a Continental, I think, in New York, he was great in it. And I think those were the two.
I gotta say, I didn't exactly enjoy Ruby Rose as much as I thought I was.
I thought she was gonna have a bigger part.
Yeah. Besides that, I thought her act.
Well, there was nothing to act.
I'm assuming she's a mute because she doesn't talk and she just does sign language,
which I think worked for her.
But there is a thing, with acting with your face, and I didn't see that from her. Like, one of my favorite acting with your face, or like using your face to act, is Bane. Because Bane and from the Dark Knight Rises had a mask the entire time, and every emotion he shows, he shows it with your face. And I figured same thing with her because she can't talk. But I mean, she's pretty new to the acting world, I guess. And still, she's only been in Orange and the New Black. She was in the Triple X one, which I haven't seen.
Don't plan to.
And I don't know. I'll probably see it on DVD, I guess, when it comes out.
I thought she was good because specifically there are certain scenes when she's talking to him through sign language, she's doing a little bit of facial expression. I thought it worked.
Yeah,
it wasn't terrible.
I do agree with you. I do want to see more of her. I would love to see more of her because it looked like that would have been a really cool character to expand on. Because that's to me might be the only complaint because everything else about it. I mean, the acting. Keanu Reeves never been the best actor, and I feel like these roles are perfect for him.
But I've seen him in certain roles where he acts better. I think he acted better in the first one.
Yeah, I think you're right. He did have a better acting in the first one, but
I don't know if this was directed by the same person as the first one.
I think it was. No, actually, I don't know, but I think it was the same writing team. I don't know. If it was
but the director's the one that tells them this is your motivation. So if maybe it wasn't directed by the same person, so he didn't bring out the same performance.
I gotta look that up. I probably looked that up, but but that's like minor though. And for me,
this movie I had a good time. If I had to give it a score between 1 and 10, I think I ended up giving like a solid 6.5 to a 7. I'm gonna go with a solid 7.
I'm going with an 8. This is an action movie. It's not like I could score this one an 8 and score an Oscar movie with 8. It's not the same thing.
It's a different thing.
Yeah, but I'm giving this as an action movie, as what it was, and what I went to, what I got out of it. I'm giving it an 8.
Maybe an 8.5. I'm gonna go 6. I had fun, but some of the flaws to me. It could have been a better movie. That's why. So I'm gonna give it a 6. Still had fun. It's better than average. To me, average is 5, and it's above that.
Yeah, and for me, I loved it. I'm giving it an 8. I think, like we said, you should go see it. It's a fun time at the movies. It's the first movie of the year that's just fun to watch, fun to just go see it, turn off your brain, and just enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
I don't think Split's that way.
No, I was trying to think of a movie that I've seen this year that was most like that, but no.